guys. Hopefully you can see everything. I'm trying to move the camera, get it in place. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I was trying to finish up all the registrations for everybody. Let's see if everybody is here. While I'm waiting for you guys to pop in, I will do some announcements. Just trying to get all my stuff together over here and get myself together. All right, we're gonna start with our announcements for, okay, hopefully I'm live, guys, because I don't see anybody chatting. I guess I'm gonna have to check on another. Let's see if I can find it on my iPad, because normally people are talking and I don't see any live chat, which is really weird. And once again, they have deleted my picture. I don't know why they do that. Why do they do that? Why they do that? Yep, I'm live. I can see myself, but I don't see anybody chatting. Weird. I see people have hit the thumbs up. I'm going to change that picture because it really bugs me that they do that. And I don't know why, because I don't see it on my side. But they do that. I don't know what in the world, why they changed the picture that I put in there, but they do it. Hi, Sherry and Lou. Hi, John and Rose. Okay, it's working now. I was like getting nervous because I was like, what in the world? And I don't know why they keep changing my picture, even though I put a thumbnail in there every time I'm live. I'm going to have to figure that out because it's just annoying. And then people don't know what they're clicking on for live, right? Weird. So let me replace that photo and then we will start announcements because I was getting ready to start and then I realized that the picture's gone. Okay, so hopefully the picture's there now. One can hope. All right. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, John. Hi, Roxanne. I don't know if I said hi, Donna, but hi, Donna. Okay, let's do announcements. There's still some crafting advent calendars available, so if you want to purchase one or have your spouse purchase one for you, it's like a little gift because the items that are in there you cannot get any other way, only through this advent calendar. It's a good Christmas present to have somebody get you or to give to a crafty friend. Let's talk about the newest paper pumpkin that started on, I guess, Tuesday. Watercolor in Bloom. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. There's copper foil, copper sequins, pre-cut paper pieces, also vellum. It is a way to show your love and appreciation. It has watercolor hues, elegant botanical flourishes, and the colors are copper, garden green, night of navy, which is the Stampin' Spot, pretty peacock, secret sea, and shaded spruce. And don't forget about the add-ons. This is the final month in this quarter for the add-ons. So if you want the add-on, it's item number 167855. Yes, Kimberly's knee surgery is tomorrow. That's exactly what I was going to say, Donna. Keep her in your prayers. I think she may pop in and just say hi, but then she has to go to sleep. So, everybody pray for her knee surgery, that God guides the surgeon's hands and that everything comes out okay for her. I would love it if you joined my Inky Hands crew. If you are not a member, this is a great way for you to get 6 exclusive ideas every single month that nobody else has access to unless they're in the crew. Really fun projects, and I always go above and beyond for my crew members because the crew is so awesome. Hey Meleda, thanks for joining us. We have some new kits in the kits collection. November 4th is when these came out. We have the Everyday Beauty Kit, which is $25. It is a stamping kit, so you're going to get stamps and sentiments in there. It's item number 166808, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. This kit reminds me of you, Lou, because there's a lot of blue in here, and I know you love blue. The next kit is Adventure Awaits, and it is $14. It's a non-stamping kit. Item number 167235, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. This is a really cute one. If you would like to join Stampin' Up's craft classes, I don't know how often they're going to have one. I think once every time they do a release of products. But the Brushed with Beauty is the next class. It will go live on November 20th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. There is a item number for it, 170074. And if you purchase the Brush with Beauty suite, you might as well join the class. I believe it's $30, and there is additional products that you need besides the suite. They do have an extensive list. You probably have whatever you need. It's basically ink pads, a couple colors of paper, and some little tools. So check that out if you decide to do that. Game night is next Thursday night. And if you are joining, I will put the link for game night for you right here. I'm going to pop it in the chat for you. So that is the game night link for November. I said we were going to use Gift of Joy, and I completely changed my mind. So we're not doing that anymore. For game night now, we are going to be using the postal delivery set with all the cute little critters. And we're going to be doing tags. All the information should be located in that registration form. I need 8 people to make it a thing, so don't wait. It's actually next Thursday, so I need you guys to sign up ASAP. I know that the reason that you haven't signed up yet is because of me, but I still need you to sign up as quickly as you can. Anyway, the registration form is out, and you should be able to sign up for that. It's going to be $45 instead of $40, $57 if shipped, and it's going to include product. So there's no stamp set. So I'm going to include all the product. You're going to get a quarter pack of North Pole Delivery Specialty DSP, and you're going to get a pack of the Greetings for You Mix and Match in your kit. The DSP will be a quarter package, and everyone will receive a different variety of punch-out ephemera for the projects. So if I show you one kind in the video, might get a slightly different one in your kit, but the tags will all work the same. We're going to be making 8 tag kits, which include the major product that you need. Of course, I always put a goodie in there for you, and you'll get your project sheet as always. I think the Love and Courage set for last month was back ordered. It is in, and I think I will have it on Friday, so I will mail all of that stuff out to everybody. Hi, Beach Bum. How are you? What name do you like to be called? please put in the chat. Let us know where you're from. And if it's your first time, we would really like to welcome you. Even if it's not your first time, we would like to welcome you. But that's how I'm going to be doing the North Pole Delivery Christmas Tags game night. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope that you will join us. I'm also doing something in the beginning of December called Mystery Kit Bingo. I think it's going to be really fun, and I would love for you to register. All the information is located on the registration form, which I will add here. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So we will be playing in person for the people that are local to me. And yes, we're going to have it at my new place. Oh, I don't know either, Deidre, but welcome. I think something happened in YouTube and now it just shows your username instead of your actual name, but I will try and remember that you are Deidre if you pop up in here again with me. The mystery bingo class, for those of you who are local, I'm going to wrap up some kits for you to choose from. You will open your kit and get started making your cards. I'll be there to assist you with assembly. After 2 hours, we will play 2 games of bingo. If you are not local, I will mail you a kit that is wrapped, and then when you open it, we will meet on Zoom and we will make our kits for 2 hours. After the 2 hours are up, we will play 2 games of Lucky Number because it's really hard to play bingo if you're not local. So I'm going to do Lucky Number for them, and you will win. The winners of the 2 games will receive gifts of Stampin' Up product. The cost is $30. It's $12 shipping if you're not local. And I'm so excited for you to join the fun of my new Mystery Kit Bingo class. So I hope that you guys will try it. I think YouTube keeps putting ads in the chat. I don't know why, but you just have to hit the X at the top and I think it comes back. If you guys lost the chat, then how can you be typing?
We don't see what everybody else is typing of new people and all that.
Oh, I wonder what happened. Rose says negative Ghost Rider. I don't know, guys. I can see it on my iPad. Try rotating your phone, maybe. Hey, Clem, how are you? Glad you're here. Sherry, I forgot to say hi to you and Mom. Hey, Janice, if I missed you popping in while I was giving announcements. I hope that you guys will try out Game Night and Mystery Kit Bingo. I will be doing Mystery Kit Bingo via Zoom for the long distance friends and in person locally. And then, of course, November Game Night is always here live on my Thursday night. It's usually the last Thursday of the month, but it happens to be Thanksgiving, so we will be doing it a week early. Hey, Joyce, thanks for joining us. Happy that you're here. All right, let's move on to more announcements. If you don't know, I am part of a design team, and we do tutorial bundles every single month, and we have them available for sale. Wednesday, the 19th, is when our next one will be, and we always do a blog hop. With the blog hop, you get your you get to see everybody's projects. They are not the ones that are part of the tutorial. They are alternatives or bonus. And if you would like to, you can access the PDF and purchase it right from my website. That's it for announcements. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try and show you the bundle that we've been using this week. It is not located in here. It is part of our online exclusive products, and it is called Pine Tree Trimmings. It's $33.25 if you purchase it as a bundle. That includes the stamp set and the dies. It's a really fun bundle, and it does have other products. This is the card that we're making today. So we're making a shaker card. I'm also using one of the new online exclusive embossing folders called Beautiful Pattern, and I'm pairing that on this card. Also the gold shaker stars and the tree shaker domes. Rose says that the chat is back. Did you try? So let's go ahead and get started. I'll teach you how to make this fun card. First, let me put my catalog away and we'll get started. We're starting with a piece of 8.5 by 11 basic white cardstock, and we are folding that. I put corner to corner together, and then burnish. All right, don't forget to click the thumbs up, guys, if you don't mind. I greatly appreciate that. All right, then we have a piece of 4 inches by 5¼ inches of basic white that I have run through the embossing folder. Pretend this is not cut out of it yet, but just to save time, I went ahead and did that. So you're gonna cut yourself a tree out of the center. You know, try and get as centered as you can. No one's perfect, so if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. But just try and mark the center as best you can. And you're gonna die cut your little tree out of the center. And then you wanna run your embossing folder. You wanna run it through this Beautiful Patterns embossing folder here. And when you're done with that, you also want to run your tree through the same embossing folder. So then you will be left with this. Now this shape here is from the dies. It is the only tree shape that's there, so it's pretty easy to figure out which one to use. There's 3 different trees in this bundle, and I used the solid open one and the star one today. I used on Tuesday this tree for a card, and I'll show you that at the end of the live. I didn't use these ornaments, and I kind of wish that I had, but I didn't. So we're just gonna wing it. I would kind of wish I had put them here and embossed them. So I decided to do a silver and gold metallic card since our gold stars were the shaker. And I don't know if you can see here on camera, but we have a striped background. Hey, Mima. So we have a metallic silver and a metallic gold stripe all the way down, kind of on an angle, all the way down our card. So I'm going to show you how to make that tonight. I think it looks really good. And then I used some of the twine that is from the, I think it's from the Modern Christmas Suite, but who cares what suite it's from? We can use it on anything. It's the black and white and gold baker's twine, so we'll be using that today. Let me get one of the Christmas tree shaker domes. So when you buy the domes, they come in a 10-pack, and you just need to pull one of them out. So that's what you'll need for your card. This is my second one I'm using, so I have 8 left in here. It's a really quick and easy way to make a shaker card is with these domes. All right, let's get the stamp set out of the way. All right. So the first thing that you're gonna do is once you've punched your hole in your piece and embossed it, we're gonna set this piece aside for later. You're going to take your dome here and you're gonna take this part out. It has adhesive on the back and it has adhesive on the front. So you wanna pull this little adhesive section that looks like a Christmas tree, see? out, and you want to put it down on your surface, and then you want to slide your card over the top, and you just want to hover it down there and make sure you have it nice and even, and then just run your fingers around and put your little Christmas tree dome through that cutout. Okay, so there's my tree. I have another one here in the back. We're not going to use that one right away, and I'm going to go ahead and discard that one for right now. All right, we're going to grab a piece of basic white cardstock, and while I used a scrap, I will give you the measurements. It is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I went ahead and cut a variety of foil, so silver and gold foil strips, and I cut them 3 inches long, and I cut some silver and some gold ones, okay? And we are going to grab our silicone mat, okay? Put your piece of cardstock out. Has anybody ever used these domes? If you have, let me know what you think of them. So we're gonna add adhesive all over this piece. We're just gonna run, you can also use an adhesive sheet as well, but I'm being lazy and I'm just gonna run my tape runner, which is my seal adhesive, all over. And I just wanna make sure I have, you know, the runner all the way to the edges, okay? So I'm using seal. So it's rather sticky. This adhesive is pretty sticky. If you've never tried seal adhesive, I recommend that you have it. You need a little bit of each adhesive because I use all the adhesives at different times for different reasons. So you're going to start with any of your colors, whichever color you want to grab first, and you want to diagonally add your piece of did I tell you that these were 1/2 inch by 3? I think I did, but I can't remember now 100%. So if I didn't, now I've told you. So they're 3 inches by 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to vary my pieces. And you want to push them up against each other so that there's no gap. And you're just going to rotate until, let's go back this way. This one feels like there's a gap, but I don't know if I just didn't cut it properly or what. I'm gonna try and bring it up. That's the nice thing of using the seal, is that you can bring it up. I think I didn't attach it well but now I am. Okay, so there we go. So now we're gonna add our silver. And then a gold. And then silver. All right. And you just need a little small piece of gold at the top. So I have covered the whole piece, and you can see I used 4 silver and 4 gold, and it covered the whole piece. So now I'm gonna turn it to the back. I had an extra just in case. I didn't know if I would need it or not. And you wanna trim off these ends. Because you've used the seal, you can use the scraps if you want, if they're big enough. Hey, Kimberly B, how are you tonight? Yes, Donna, the tree was pushed through the cutout. So the back is here and the domed area is through the cutout. So you push it from the back side to the front side. Oh, good, Malada. I'm glad that you were able to use one. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to cut right along like this. And you're just going to trim off those extra pieces. There's no glue on them because you used the seal, which I highly recommend. That's the way you do it. It'll be way easier. All right, and you're going to work your way around your little rectangle, basic white rectangle piece. And you're going to trim all of the excess away. And when you're done, you're left, one went flying over here. You're left with a diagonal piece of metallic stripes. Now, I was inspired by my friend Elizabeth, who, she's incredible. She's one of my good friends and one of my accountability partners. I was inspired by her. She had made a card completely different than mine, but had done a striped background. And I said, I need to do that for our Pine Tree Trimmings. So I'm very grateful for my Stampin' friends who I see cards of theirs and they inspire me to make something like theirs, but a little different. And that's what I'm doing tonight. So thank you, Elizabeth. So now we have this piece, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift up our adhesive here at the back. But first, we need to make sure that there's some sequins inside here first, okay? So we're gonna grab a little bit of sequins. I'm gonna try and grab a little spoon. And I'm just gonna scoop up some because they are staticky and I'd rather have them stick to the spoon. So when you buy these, you want to make sure that when they fall that you can still see some of the stripes. So just pull them to the bottom and make sure that you're still going to be able to see when they fall, you know, on the card. You want to be able to see some stripes. You don't have to see all of them, but I like to fill my shakers pretty full. It's just how I like to look. I like the look of a full shaker card. So when you use a spoon, it helps not to get all that static on you. And they do give you a ton of these stars. You can make a bunch of these. It doesn't say how much is in here, but it's a lot. So now that I have that, I'm going to peel off the sticker around the back side here. All right, so there's that one. And now I'm going to take our piece and we're going to lay it right over the top. Just make sure that we have covered our tree, which we have. Okay. Just press it down. So you're going to flip it over and you can press around the bubble of the tree here. All right, and then when you shake, see how you can see the stripes and it falls to the bottom, but it's still pretty full. So that's what's going on here. You can flick them to get them to the bottom, but you see how pretty that tree is with the stripes. You can see the stripes through there. Pretty easy, right? So now we're going to attach this to the front. It is easy. It's not hard. These shaker domes make shakers so easy. Of course, I don't have a cat and I'm making a mess on my table. But just use a spoon. Thank you, Lou. And it's the best way to not make a mess. Okay, so now we're going to add, what do you call them? Dimensionals. Yes, so let me get my pinch bowl, get ready to count, because this week, I promise you, it's not just going to be one dimensional. Last week, I only used one dimensional, and I think they all about had a heart attack, because I'm the queen of dimensionals. I use so many. All right, and so I'm just going to cut a few here and get them ready. So we're going to add to the outside corners and maybe 2 here in the long sides. And let's these are kind of small, so I'm going to put 5 on this side. All right, and then we're gonna do three little, because these are small. Did I cut them all? No. There we go. I like using up the edges, so when they're little like this, like half the dimensional, I'll use a few more. Okay, and let's cut. You've already lost count, Donna. That's the point. I try and confuse you so that you never get an accurate count of how many dimensionals I have used. Okay. So I'm just going to pull the backs off, and then we're going to add this to the front of our card. And this is not all the dimensionals I'm going to use, so get ready to count a few more. It is so much easier, but it just depends on what kind of card you want, Kimberly. I love making the ones that are just freeform with the foam strips, but I also love when they have the domes. I always buy them because I like to have a little variety. That way, if I need a quick shaker, I can use the domes. If I have a little more time, I can be a little bit more creative. All right, so we're gonna add this onto our base here. We're gonna leave 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. And I don't know if all of you heard, but I am doing game night on Thursday next week instead of the 27th. And then I've also put out a registration for my new thing called Mystery Kit Bingo. I'm going to do both of these. The one for, I can't even think now. I'm talking, but my brain is not firing on all cylinders. For the November game night, I do that every month. And we're going to see how Mystery Kit Bingo goes, and maybe we'll do it once a quarter. Who knows? But this is the registration link for November game night. I hope that you will join us. And let me get you the registration for Mystery Kit Bingo. And I'm doing it twice. Once for local and once for long distance people, because everybody deserves to have fun, right? All right. My hands are in the way of what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't count. That's how it works. All right, so now we have our shaker card. So cute and so metallic-y. Okay, and now we are going to, I'm gonna move here, I'm a little crooked. There we go, I think that's better. We're gonna work on it is simple. So now I have embossed with Versamark ink this tree right here in Versamark, and then used the silver powder from the Wow Silver. And I have embossed this tree right here and made it with gold Wow embossing powder. They come in a pack like this. They're called metallic Wow embossing powder, and you get copper, gold, and silver. And then in the basics kit, if you don't have the basics Wow powder, you get white, clear, and black. I really like the Wow powder. I had Stampin' Up's other powders, and I never seem to get good coverage on them. I'm not a big, huge fan of embossing, but I think your powders do get old over time, and that's probably why they didn't work so great. But anyway, what we're going to do next is we are going to add those on. So again, here come the dimensionals. Well, if I can find them, I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, here they are. Okay. I didn't cut these yet though. So we're going to put one there. How many will I use? I don't know, however many it takes. Oh, time to get more. Oh, I still have these, I forgot. Okay, these work, but I still am gonna need a couple more. I do like to use up these edges, and I just needed to finish those. Let's get the regulars out. I think I'm gonna use minis. All right, there's that one. All right. So let's pull the backs off, grab the pinch pull, and then we'll add those next. Hey, Kimberly V, we were just talking about you. We are sending you lots of prayers. We're going to pray for the surgeon's hands to do a great job on you. Don't be scared. Fear is not of God. You will be just fine. We're going to pray that everything goes well. Send me a text and let me know you're okay, and I will let everybody know. And if you would like to send Kimberly a card, let me know also, because I'm sure she will love all the Stampin' love she can get. Just reach out to me and I will give you the information if you're not on our card sending group. Okay, so now I have pulled off the dimensionals and we're going to add our tree. This one's going to go a little higher right here. And then this one's going to go right here, a little higher also. So adorable. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to add our Oh Christmas tree to the bottom. Good night, Kimberly. Thank you for popping in and seeing us. I put up the game night and mystery kit bingo links if that's something that you think you're going to want to do while you're recouping. We would love to have you. That's so crazy, Sherry. I wonder why you couldn't see anything. Here's Mystery Kit Bingo, and here is Game Night, and Game Night will be next Thursday. No problem, Kimberly. Just take care of you for us and come back to us all with new knees. All right, so we're gonna grab our sentiment. I just grabbed a scrap of 1/2 inch. You guys know we have a billion 1/2 inch pieces. And I stamped the stamp from Pine Tree Trimmings that says, Oh, Christmas Tree. Hugs to you. And I embossed it with silver. Since we had the gold here and here, I added another silver since this was the only silver piece besides what was in the back to kind of balance all the gold. So again, more dimensionals, so don't stop counting rows. John said he couldn't see it either, so I don't know. He went up to his room. I don't know if he's back in the chat. He's in his office upstairs. All right, so let's push those down. All right, and we're gonna add our Oh Christmas tree right here to the bottom underneath our little tree. All right, and now we're gonna work on the inside, then we're gonna come back to the outside. All right, so for the inside, that Christmas tree that was die cut out and then embossed, we're gonna use that. We're gonna glue that flat to the inside. And then we're gonna add a sentiment. So I'm gonna add that right here in the corner. Again, white on white. I love white on white. You can definitely see it because it's embossed. And then right at the top here, I'll show you this one. We're gonna add Sending Christmas Wishes. And we're stamping that in our closest color to silver. Is that a hair of line in there? Oh my goodness, I'm telling you what. I'm losing hairs even into my stamping pads. That just shows you how much I stamp. Crazy. All right. Let's grab our stamp. Where are you? Sending Christmas Wishes. Nope, that one says 'tis the season. Here we go. Sending Christmas Wishes. I think I'm going to use this stamp set next week on Tuesday for a third card. How does everybody feel about that? And I will try and use the ornaments that I haven't used and the presents for a card. So let's add this right above our tree here. Sending Christmas Wishes. I think that shadow is from the phone. Yeah, I think it's definitely from the phone. I don't know how to get rid of it. Eventually it'll be easier and better and all that good stuff. All right. So that is the inside. Now we have to add our ribbon for the outside. I didn't use any embellishments on the outside of this card. I kind of felt like it was enough. What do you guys think? Do you think that we need embellishments, or do you think that they're good once we add this sparkly ribbon? We're gonna use the, okay, about, I don't know, 8 inches or so. I think there's enough going on the card, and the ribbon is all we need. That's why I didn't put any. All right, so we're gonna tie our rabbit ears, our bow with our rabbit ears. I like to make 2 rabbit ears, cross them like an X, take the one that's in the front, bring it through the loop in the back, pull slowly and easy. Then hold the knot as you pull the tails so that the twine doesn't fray or twist. And just yank a little bit on the loops. Now, I like my loops to be a little big when I'm doing a bow like this that I'm tucking. I don't normally like bows that are too loopy when I'm doing a thin ribbon, but I really wanted to tuck this under. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. I'm going to move this to the side. We're going to tuck a little bit of a glue dot back there on the knot. So let's get that out. Okay. I'm going to put it right here on the knot of my ribbon. Then I'm going to grab my ribbon from this side, okay? Hey, Monica. You will love this card, Monica. It is so fun. And you're gonna slide that underneath the sentiment here. Then hold down and pull out. And then you will have this really fun bow that is tucked underneath your sentiment. Isn't that fun? This was such a fun and easy shaker card. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me put it together. I will be using this stamp set again, like I said, on Tuesday for a third card. And then Thursday is game night. So if you missed the links, I will add them one more time. Or if you're ready to click a link, I will add it for you. Here is the game night. We'll do that one first. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Donna and Monica. And yes, Monica, I'm so glad you made it. You'll just have to catch the replay. The mystery kit bingo, I will be offering that in person and on Zoom for those that are not here. And the kit, and the lucky number game night, that will include way more product than I normally include. So it's going to be a quarter pack of designer series paper, and then an ephemera greeting pack is going to be included in your kit. So it's a little bit more. It's $5 more than normal to cover the cost. And you'll be late on Tuesday and Thursday? Okay, that's fine. We'll have to have Sherry be the counter. But anyway, so if you have any questions, you know that you can send me an email or a text, or you can comment on this video and I will give you all the information that you need. I would love to have as many people as possible, and the in-person class is going to be at the new house for Mystery Kit Bingo. So I hope that you will come and play Mystery Kit Bingo live with me in my new house. But thank you very much for being here, guys. Does anybody have any questions for me? If not, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I appreciate you being here as always. And I will see you next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me show you the card from Tuesday in case you missed that. It was this one right here where we did a pull-out. So it was a fun fold. And we used the third tree here. Thank you so much, Roxanne. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Janice. All right, guys, so if you don't have this bundle, I would love it if you purchased it from me. Let me know if you have any questions or you need help. You just need to go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Here is the link. Click on shop, and there'll be a section that says online store. You can shop there, and I would love it if you purchase this bundle from me. And I hope that you guys will be able to come for the class. Hey, Deidre. There, finally said your name right. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you next Tuesday. And I'll be looking for all those registrations. Thanks for being a part of my Inky Hands lives every Tuesday and Thursday. You guys mean so much to me. Thank you for all the new people. And if you're watching on the replay, just let me know where you're watching from. Thanks for hanging out. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping, my friends.